Hello and welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to take the suitability bad land use that we had just created and buffer it, because a lot of this stuff is related to odors or smells. And crudely speaking, when they talk about spray for chemicals and cast off and kind of spray plumes and stuff, you always have some sort of buffer to kind of protect areas around these bad land uses from pollinator habitat or not suitable for pollinator habitat. And so to do that, we're going to have multiple buffers, because in the literature there are different distances that different kinds of pollinators can fly. So from extra small bees all the way up to large bees, butterflies, hummingbirds. Now in the literature I have multiple distance here, and my approach for this is areas that are not suitable are areas that all pollinators can congregate. So the smallest distance will have one ring and then several rings on out that we'll attach a value to later on. But to do that, so we need a tool to do multiple buffers. Up here we have a toolbox at the top, and we're going to click on that, open up our Arc toolbox. Once our Arc toolbox is open, I'm going to go ahead and I like to have mine docked over here. Under the analysis tools, I'm going to expand that, clicking on the plus sign, come down to proximity. Now, there are places to get buffer. So you can get a buffer here. You could also get buffer up here at the top under geoprocessing, but these are single buffers where we want multiple buffers. So we have this tool called multiple ring buffer in the Arc toolbox under analysis tools and under proximity. So I'm going to click that. Once this comes up, we're going to put our input feature in. And so one thing I like to do before putting that input feature in is to show help. So if you ever get confused, one good thing about Esri software is there's a tremendous use of help tools over here on the right hand side. It'll tell you what the tool does, and as you click through, it will tell you what you need to do. So if I click on this drop down, I can go to my suitability bad land use, which is the one I want. I want to tell it where to put it, and so I'm going to call it something again that is memorable for me. Under process and vector, so I'm going to call it suitability bad LUM buffer. Save, and I'm going to put distances. Now the distances I went ahead and converted from meters to feet are from the literature. So extra small bees have a distance of 492 feet, and I'm going to click the plus sign. And then they have the medium bees can go up to 100 or 820 feet. So I'm going to click back up here, 820, click the plus. And we have large bees can go out to 984. Extra large bees can go to 1969, click plus, and then everything beyond that gets all bees and butterflies and hummingbirds. I want to change this to feet. Again, another thing I do like about the Esri software here is that you can customize this depending if it's meters, feet, because you might be working in feet, but the literature has information in meters. You might be working in meters, the literature has feet. You don't have to worry about converting it. This tool can do it. I like to not have the default distance, because as we start compiling these later on, I won't know which is which. So I like to say this is the suitability bad LU distance. So something like SBLU dist. I'm going to dissolve the overlaps, and then I don't want outside polygons only. I want that center one as well as part of that first buffer. Click OK. This is going to go ahead and run, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. So here we are, we're back. You can see that we now have multiple rings, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and take a look at this, and I'm just going to quickly throw some symbology on it here so we can see what we've done. And so I haven't really done quantities yet, but I'm just going to do the distance, add all values. I'm going to give it a color ramp here. Yeah, let's get something like that. Let's flip our colors. There we go. So the center is the worst in this case because so far we have the bad pollinating chemicals and smells in the middle on out. So this is our multiple buffer. You can see it's dissolved, so like this dark green is one continuous shape. Now that concludes this video, and in the next videos we'll show you how to score these. Thanks.